Good evening, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I'm going to show you this Honda HRV after this motorbike. Take two. So, like we were saying, I'm going to show you this Honda HRV 1.6 diesel 2018, and this is actually what's called a Morpho Blue. If there is any information you'd like on this particular car, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Brian is my name, 086 843 1945. Fitzpatrick's Garage, a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years with brands like Honda, Hyundai and also Mercedes at the garage here in Kildare. So like we were saying, if there's anything you want to know about the car, please do give me a call, text, WhatsApp, whichever suits, 086 843 1945. So what we're going to do the video is we're going to have a look around the outside of the car, we're going to have a quick drive in the car, and then we're going to have a look at the features on the inside. The specification on this particular car is the SE model, so it's quite well equipped, but this car has two nice little extras which are privacy glass in the rear and also those very cool side steps which are not generally standard. The HRV is very suitable for somebody that's basically looking for an SUV that's got a high driving position but they don't want a big bulky car. Starting off, let's have a look at the front of the vehicle. So things we're talking about, there is parking sensors as standard on the front of the car, front fog lights as you see there, and in through here then these headlights are automated. What I mean by that is when the lights are switched on to the auto function, that means at night time your headlights will come on themselves. When you go into an unlit area they will go to full, and when you meet traffic they will dip all by themselves. Up front, the engine on these cars is that 1.6 SEi-DTEC that's been around since 2013 in the Civic, in the CRV, in the HRV, ultra reliable unit. All day long this car is 65 to 70 miles per gallon if you give it any bit of an effort. And road tax for the year then is €190. They run in a timing chain, so there's really no servicing, and the service costs on a car like this are actually very, very straightforward. Every 20,000 kilometres. Basically the front and the grille, they have that nice chrome section, and that reason I think that's quite nice. It matches the wheels, it matches the chrome door handles, and in this case it also matches the side step. So as we move down the side of the car, as we saw already, we have those really nice 17-inch diamond cut wheels, and what's cool in this one is the rear windows being a privacy, so they're dark, and also the side steps down low. So what I mean by the wheels being diamond cut, as we look quite close, they're shiny and reflective, so at night time they are lovely when artificial light shines on them or when it's sunny as well. Down the side, as we saw, we have those really nice side steps, and they're completely aesthetic, but they just make the car look a little bit meaner and tougher overall. And then along the rear we have tinted rear glass, and I think it's quite nice because you don't have a chrome section that wraps around the window, so it's much more succinct looking on the blue car. But we do have the chrome handle which matches, as we were saying, the wheels and the side steps. The keys also got some functionality, so basically what we can do is we can close in our wing mirrors, or similarly if we leave the window down we can also close it, actually all the windows from the key. But already the headlights are automated, and even the key allows you to turn the lights as well on automatically. Which is actually dead handy when you're coming out to your car on a cold dark night. You can have the lights on before you get into the car. Other useful features on the back of the car, parking sensors are also standard across the back which complement the front, and there's a nice chrome chip on the rear exhaust pipe there. And if you recall, I was saying the wheels look very cool when light shines in them, so check that out in the sun. And they're lovely when they're turning. So usually at this point I'd go for a bit of a drive, but the evenings are getting a bit shorter, so I'm going to show you the inside first while we have some light, then we're going to go for a drive. First thing is, let's have a look at the boot. The boot is quite decent. It's likened in terms of literage to that of the Qashqai. One thing that's actually cool on this one, it has a solid parcel shelf. That is an optional extra. These cars normally have a flexible setup, whereas this one is solid. In terms of rear, the boot is quite good. And then we have extra storage, which you can either put a spare wheel in, which most people don't, or you can use it for storage in through there as well. HRVs also have that flexible seating pattern, so first of all you can end up with basically a load area that's similar to a commercial vehicle. Or you can choose the tall mode if you have anything really awkward that you want to put in the area where the rear seats would normally be in the car. To let them up and down, it is the most simple thing ever. Dropping them back down is literally as simple as that. While we're back here, there is 3 head restraints, 3-point safety belts. There's ISOFIX over here, there's ISOFIX over here, there's an armrest in the centre, there is storage with a 12-volt outlet, there is a kangaroo pocket, and in terms of size in the back of these cars are built on the Jazz, which isn't really what car you would think is massive. There's so much legroom in these cars, and there's so much legroom in the Jazz actually. Genuinely, at 6 foot, this is how much space I have in the back of a car. This is the kind of view that I'm going to see around me. But the main thing I'm trying to emphasize is here, headroom is really, really good. Like if you compare this to the Tucson, we sell lots of Tucsons. The leg room's actually better in these, it actually is. Headroom, very, very similar. Overall, to be dead straight with you, 5 people is a bit of a squeeze, as in 3 across the back. You can do it, but most of the time 4 people are really comfortable. And in terms of condition overall, on this particular car, it is nearly new, so you would expect it to be very, very good. Down through here, we have nice little surrounds, just around the speakers, and also around the door handle as well. Leather along here where your armrest is, electric for window in through here, and child lock over there. We get to the front, we have our chrome door handle we talked about. We have electrics for windows and mirrors with child locks in through there. Over here then we have an econ function. The job of the econ function is basically to reduce how aggressive the cruise control is and also how aggressive the air conditioner in favour of fuel efficiency. And the other cool thing it does is, in through here, this round circle is white. When I drive margin economically, it'll go into red, which is not economical, orange, which is kind of halfway, and then green, which is very economical. So it's giving me visual cues to make me more economical in my driving. So sitting in the car, this is the exact view that you're going to have in front of you. Speedo in through here. So we have miles and kilometres because the car has originally come out of the UK. Over through here then, there is revolution counter in through here, and then all the bits and pieces in here for trip information. We'll show you that in a sec. The reason the cars come over from the UK is when the HRV was brand new, it came into Ireland in limited numbers, so we actually don't have enough of them secondhand. We've been importing cars from England, well, for a long, long time, but more actively for the last 15 years. So we have trusted sources. They're all Honda, ex-Honda cars, so they actually are proper service history Honda supplied vehicles. Just off to my right hand side, I have parking sensors front and rear. I have lane change warning, which warns me if I drift out of lane. I can turn on and off my alarm in through here. Moving across onto the steering wheel, I have cruise control with a speed limiter. The speed limiter is intelligent, which means I can actually tell it, watch the speed sign. Once it goes past a 30-40 km/h zone, it'll come up through here, and then I can actually set the speed limiter to coincide with that, which means it actually warns me if I go into a speed zone and I don't cop onto it myself. On the other side then you have controls for radio and also Bluetooth in through here. Trip information we talked about is controlled from over here, so average speed, fuel efficiency, how much fuel is left in the tank, current speed zone, all that kind of stuff is in through there. To my left hand side I have a Honda Connect system. So the Honda Connect system is where it'll give you information about, we'll say, parking issues in front of you, and also your radio and functionality for Bluetooth, and everything is in through here. So it's touch and swipe, phone in through here, trip information here, radio information in through here, but even as things like an internet browser, once you give it a hotspot from your phone, handbrake must be engaged to access that, and then it just becomes a normal browser. So it's just an Android device. Linked to that then, there is 2 USB connectors and a 12-volt outlet in through there, and there's even HDMI if you want to play video. We'll see in a sec. The gearbox is sweet in these. It is so nice to use. Nice position where it is, but short little throws. Very sporty actually. Moving down from there then, we have a park brake with a brake hold, which means we can't roll backwards on a hill. In through here then we have drinks holders, which can be big drinks holders, or they can be slightly smaller drinks holders. And in through there then, storage with an armrest that moves backwards and forwards. Safety wise, I will have driver's airbag, passenger airbag, side airbag up here, side of my seat airbag. I'll also have anti-whiplash head restraints, which you can set further far forward, anti-lock brakes, emergency brake assist, emergency brake distribution. The car's very safe. So, seat is height adjustable, and steering wheel has a rake reach function as well. These are quite nice to drive, the reason being they are an SUV, but they're really a car because it's based on the Jazz, so it's got a really nice chassis overall. Gear stick is lovely though. And there's good power in them as well, because this is a torquey engine. This is 120 horsepower, 300 newton meters of torque. So it's really nice to drive. It's very much like a car rather than an SUV. I love where that is. Anyway, let's start off from scratch. So we're doing 0 kilometers an hour. So we're going to floor the car first, just see it acceleration wise. First gear, second gear, third gear. That's 100 kilometers an hour right now into fourth. So hopefully this point of view will give you a little bit of a better idea how they are. We're going on to a back road. Not going to go that fast, but still is a tricky back road with some turns and some bumps. The sun is so bad this evening. Anyway, just to show you how it sits on the road, and the road's quite wet. I'm doing 60, which is 100 kilometers an hour. Within the speed limit. It's fine. And I have my lane change warning if I drift over lanes. Dead handy. So that is our 2018 1.6 diesel Honda HRV. Brian is my name, 086 843 1945. Call, text, WhatsApp if there's any information you like. Before you travel, I'd be quite happy to talk about potential trade-ins, finance or any information you want in the car. Anyway, hopefully this car is of interest, and thanks for taking time to watch.